Is absolutely surreal to be sitting here, but as scary as it all is, I'm so lucky because you guys pushed me into that mammo van. And thank God you did, because I know me and I wasn't in any rush to have that done anytime soon. And I had cancer the whole time we were sitting in that office, and I was saying I don't have a connection to the disease. Should I be the one to do this? And wow, boy.
When you called us a few weeks ago, I'm sure the reaction to everybody at home, that was the reaction we had.
Yeah.
That could not believe that moment that you shared with us, and it was so brave of you to do that. And these have been very difficult weeks for you. Can you just share what you've decided to do?
I have decided to have a bilateral mastectomy. I'm going to be very aggressive. I'm 40 years old. I'm young, and I hopefully have a lot of life ahead of me. And what comes next, we're not sure. I'll have reconstructive surgery, and we don't know. Like we have discussed, there's a lot you don't know until you have the surgery. I don't know about chemo. I don't know what stage I am. I don't know if it's spread. So we'll find out those things in the weeks to come. So this time is the hardest part, the limbo, you know, when you don't know. But I just want to say that I'm saying this out loud because the whole reason why I walked into that van was to raise awareness for people to get mammograms. And little did I know that I would be a walking example of having a mammogram save my life, and having you, who pushed me to do this, to say you can do this. You saved my life. ABC News saved my life.
You saved your life, Amy. You did it. And Jen Ashton is holding your other hand over there. And for people, and I know I'm thinking about people who were watching that morning, and they also got a mammogram, and they maybe got similar news. Just walk people through what do you do?
You know, and the same week that we got the news about Amy, I actually delivered the news to one of my patients as well. And the reaction of everyone is exactly what Amy just described, exactly what you know firsthand, Robin. And what I tell women is, step one, take a deep breath. Emotionally, this feels like an emergency. Medically, you have time to process the news and take things day by day. The second thing that I encourage people to do is try to get not one, but two opinions. So if that means getting your mammogram results copied on a disc, getting your pathology results copied, bring them to definitely one expert, if not two. And the last thing is, and Amy just mentioned this, speak to a reconstructive plastic surgeon from the beginning, because it will help you plan out your options and your subsequent treatment down the road. Amy chose mastectomy.
If that's an option that you choose.
Exactly, exactly. But you need to know about all of those options at the beginning, not several steps down the road.
Well, your husband Andrew is here. I know that it was it could not have been easy to share this with your family. Well,
he unfortunately wasn't with me, because that's how surreal this seemed. How I just didn't think it was possible. So when I went back in for further imaging, I was alone when I got the news. Andrew was on speakerphone from Minneapolis. He, of course, rushed to the airport to be with me. My parents rushed to be with me. Making those phone calls is tough. Telling your children was the toughest part. I actually spoke with the counselor beforehand, and yesterday I had to break the news to my grandmother, who is not in great health, and that was incredibly difficult. But we had my aunts around her, and my mom and I were on the phone with her, and those are all the tough things. But actually, in a weird way, that's when you get strong, because you have to be strong for other people, because you know you're just about to break their heart. And that has been the hardest part, just letting people know, and knowing how everyone's lives change, not just your life, but everyone around you changes.
And look who you're sitting next to.
We've talked.
The strongest woman ever. But as you guys know, and Robin, you are a walking example of this, when you're talking about a diagnosis like this, so often the focus is medical and physical. The emotional and spiritual part is just as important.
And there are just so many emotions. I know it's a roller coaster. Okay, they are chomping at the bit to come in. George, Andrew, Lara, Josh, and you know that. You are surrounded.
I have felt so loved and so cared for by everyone, and I just want to thank everyone for rushing to my side and holding my hand and letting me know it's going to be okay, and to have Robin as someone who, you know, I can follow in such great footsteps and know that it's going to be okay, and I'm a fighter.
You are a fighter. And honey, you were there for me. I'm here for you. We all are here for you.
You're going to beat this. You're going to beat this, period.
Yeah.
You're going to beat this.
I know the special music helped you, and music will be there.
This is my favorite song.
Right.
Let the words come out. Say what you want to say. Be brave.
We love you, Amy.
Love you, Amy.
Thank you. So proud of you, Amy. Thank you.
It's great.